So great video, Lean. Thank you so much. And then now I want this video for Idoreyin, and you can, share with my incoming interns.
So once again, my name is Idoreyin, P4 at A&M, and I mean there are a lot to take home from this rotation. Just not just clinical knowledge, but like um, practical skills as you need for pharmacy. And I will just start with the pharmacy skills because then we dive into the clinical knowledge. I mean, yeah, we were taught the seven habits of a successful, to be successful, and sometimes you just have to come in the week knowing the end from the
Begin with the
beginning,
end in
begin with the
mind.
end with the mind, and that's one thing we had to learn. Yeah, working up patients, knowing okay, these patients will have like six Spanish patients coming on Friday. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna get a translator or what? Just being proactive. Stepping ahead of the game, getting your game plan on. Those are things that we're gonna take with us to wherever we're going as pharmacists, and prompting yourself even when your preceptor has not asked you for anything. Just knowing that we are all in a team together and we're trying to optimize the patient's care. So that's one thing we learn here. And the truth is, there's a lot of things you don't learn in school, and I just believe that's just the way the world or education works. It's just this gives you ability to get that exposure you need to be successful as a pharmacist. Let's go to the clinical stuff. So for me, I'd say I learned a lot about anticoagulation, and that's one area I was always scared in school, to go into because it's just coagulation cascade. I mean, there's a lot of factors there. We don't want to even talk about it right now, but there's a lot of factors, and these are things you always think when you look at patients. For example, we had a patient, and that's my patient. I got a patient that had was on warfarin. He was on warfarin and was transitioned to a DOAC, and one of my and that piqued my interest just because just looking at his INR, just being able to manage him, it's one of the most important things. You're just looking at the patient. It's one thing to see it on paper, like she said. It's very easy to see it on paper and say, "Oh yeah, we can schedule it and do this," versus knowing how this is gonna impact him if he does not adhere to his medication regimen. Knowing how his INR might change and that might put him at risk for bleeding or clotting. So you need to. These are things that it's different when you actually see the patient and have that conversation. I remember like our first time here in the pharmacy. So our first clinic actually, Dr. Fo was she did the vitals, she did everything, and then she told us, what, get on it, and we were shocked because we never, we're like, what, do what? Yes, we had to, get on the game, pick up the paper, check the vitals, do everything, walk, take the blood glucose test and everything. And this was very different, it's different. Like I said, when you read the values versus when you actually do it, you collect this data, make sure it's accurate, and then you present it to the patient and let them know that this is what is happening to your health. And I think one of the biggest things Dr. Fu has really enforced, and I'll take home from here, is how do you get the patient to want to help themselves? Because it's very easy to tell them, oh, you have these lab values, go help yourself, versus, hey, this is your health. You want to empower them, like she said. You want to make sure they know that this is going to help them in the long run, affect their families. I've seen instances where a family, a patient, I mean, the patient was so bothered because of her family that she did not even adhere to her medication. She had a life crisis. And this is like something where we don't think about. We just say, oh, they're not adherent to their medications. Well, did you ask them why? Did you find out why they're not? I think that is something that we've learned a lot. My Eileen can tell you, attest to that. So this is a great rotation, guys. I think you would learn a lot. And Dr. Fo is very, she's got your backs. So if you aspire to be that clinician, if you aspire to be that person that is at the forefront of pharmacy helping people, whether they have income or whether they have good income or not, I think this is something you want to do. And my take home from this is I've learned not just clinical skills, but I've learned like long skills that will help me in my career.
Oh, That's so beautiful. Thank you both. I wish you both many
Thank you.
blessings
Thank you.
on your upcoming rotations
Thank
and
you.
your many life goals. All
Thank
right.
you.
Well, I hope my students have find these videos that I've made for you, valuable and helpful. And together, you want to be part of my health team. And again, everything you do matters. And like you see, renal dosing. How do we customize patient care? How do we make it a patient-centered care? How do we empower patient? And then for you, your various skills, where are you coming from? What is your experiences? Either you have some or you don't have some. And every day, as we are our patient's health coach, I am your, clinical coach. I want you to build the skills that you want to build for yourself. So I wish you many blessings and good luck again. May the Astros win and may Aggies always gig 'em. And thank you so much and good luck. Bye-bye.
Bye.